Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, Instagram and Facebook. I hope that everyone is having a fabulous and prosperous and abundant Friday morning. Fabulous Friday. My broadcast keeps interrupting. Why? Why do you keep interrupting my broadcast? Stop being a hater. Stop being a hater. Good morning. So I figured I was going to go live this morning, and I had a couple things that I wanted to share. Trying to see what's going on with my connection. It's telling me that my connection isn't good, but that's a lie. Good morning. What's up, Sunny? It's sunny. So I figured I would go live because I was thinking, we are doing my coaching, doing my life coaching. We are in a season, we are in a very transitional season right now. With the seasons changing, with fall being here, with, us entering into the elections and just all of the things that are going on, all the changes, I just feel like sometimes we need a little assistance. We need a little coaching. So I was thinking, I know a lot of people that are feeling stuck. That has been kind of the feeling in the atmosphere for a lot of people as of lately. Just that feeling of being stuck and not being able to grow from where you are in that moment, where you are, whatever situation, whatever position you are in. And I was thinking, why do so many of us feel stuck? Because I have felt that way. With dealing with some of the things that I have dealt with my health and just my own personal growth and evolution, I have had some feelings of just feeling stuck. Like no matter what I do, I just feel stuck. I feel like I take 2 steps forward and I get pulled back. And I had to really, really go through the ringer with my own personal story, my own personal journey. And I had to face a whole lot of demons. I had to face a whole lot of things, and I had to really face myself. I had to come face to face with myself and the things that I've done, the things that I do, the way that I do things, the reason I do things the way that I do things, etc., etc. So I had to go back to that little girl that I was hurt, that was broken. And this is some of the work that I've done with my healing coach. I have a healing coach. Every coach needs a coach. So some of the work that I've done with my own healing coach and just having to really do the work to go back and get that little girl and go back and see why I operate and do the things that I do. And, just the reason that I move the way that I move. And a lot of it is because of how we are, trained, how we're raised. And then a lot of it also is just the things that we do because we don't know any better. So if you are in a season where you feel like you are stuck and you feel like you're not growing, this is a perfect opportunity for you to really check yourself, to really just kind of flip that mirror and look at me and see what it is that I'm doing, how I'm moving, and what might be stopping me from getting the growth and the progression that I feel like I should have. Well, one reason why you're not growing is reason number 1, you don't believe in yourself. You do not believe that you are worth it. I know it's hard to believe, and I know I'm going to be in some people's business today, and that's okay. That's okay. If I'm in your business just a little bit. But the main reason is that we don't believe in ourselves. There is something in us that makes us feel like we are not worthy of the things that we wish to have in our lives, the things that we wish to desire. And as long as you feel like you are not worthy and you don't believe that you are able to do and accomplish the things that you set out to accomplish, you will never, ever be successful at anything. You have to believe in yourself. You have to know if nobody else is cheering for you, if nobody else is rooting for you, if nobody else is supporting you, sharing your stuff, whatever it is, if nobody else is in the ringer, is in the trenches with you, if you feel like you are alone, it does not matter, because first of all, you're never alone, because God is always with you. God lives in us. We don't have to go nowhere to find God. We don't have to go find nobody to find God or send a message to nobody to get to God. God is in here. So you're never alone. But You also need to recognize that if you don't believe in you, nobody else is going to believe in you. If you don't believe that you are worthy of the things that you wish to desire, nobody else is going to put in that work to make sure that you accomplish it, because nobody else is going to believe in you either. You have to believe in yourself. You have to believe that you are worthy of change. You have to believe that you are worthy of growth. You have to believe that you are worthy of the life that you wish to desire, the things that you dream of, the things that you want, the love that you wish to have in your life, the relationships that you wish to have, the money, the career, the home, the car, whatever it is. If you don't believe that you deserve it, nobody else is going to believe it either. So that's the number one reason why you're not growing, is because you don't believe in yourself. So we have to learn how to change the narrative. And I know I've been saying that a lot this week, and maybe that's the message of the week. Change the narrative. Change the way that you think about yourself. Change the way that you talk to yourself. Change the way that you look at yourself. If you are one of those people that is dealing with low self-esteem, or if you have insecurities, or if you don't like to be alone, you don't like to look at yourself in the mirror, those type of things, then it's time for you to get down and dirty and ugly with yourself. It's time for you to get in that mirror and look at yourself in the eyes and begin to speak life over yourself, to speak life over your situation, to speak life over your entire life. Because as we all know, power of life and death is in the tongue, okay? So change that narrative. If you don't look at you and see, amazing things, if you don't look at you and see a beautiful human being, if you don't look at you and see a beautiful spirit, then you have work to do. Nobody else is going to view you that way if you don't see yourself that way. Okay. Number two, the second reason why you are not growing, you're waiting on a sign from God. You're waiting on a sign that this is the season, this is it. You're waiting on some sort of confirmation. God, if this is it, then just send me a sign. A lot of us are waiting on a sign, and God has already given us the sign. A lot of us are waiting on God to move, and God is waiting on us to move. You're waiting on a sign, and God is like, I already gave you the sign, but you were so distracted that you missed it. I'm not giving you another one. Go back, figure it out, go within, go inside yourself, so that you can find what it is that I put there. Because everything that we need is inside of ourselves. So if we're looking at the external people, external situations, external stimuli, then we're always going to feel depleted, because everything that we need is here. Okay, so stop saying you're waiting on a sign. Stop saying you're waiting on confirmation. Stop saying that you're waiting on a big light in the sky to come and just sweep you off your feet and show you that this is it. This is your season. This is your confirmation. This is your sign to move. That's not typically how it works. God is not one of those people that comes and is like, this is God. I am your creator. That's not how he works. That's not how he operates. That's not how he communicates. A lot of times God's communication is like this. Hey, go there. Hey, do this. Hey, this is what I want you to do. It's a small, still voice. It is usually a voice that sounds like our own voice. And that's why so many of us miss the voice of God, because we don't recognize God's voice because it sounds too much like our own voice. And if we're not comfortable with who we are, and if we're not comfortable with our voice, and we're not comfortable with, the things that we say, and we're not comfortable with the decisions that we make, and if we're just not comfortable with us at all, if you're not comfortable with who you are, with listening to your voice and following your intuition, it's going to be very difficult for you to hear God, because God is not going to say, hey, it's God, what's up? You know what I'm saying? I've been trying to reach you and you ain't been paying attention. No, that's not how God works. God is going to give you a little sign or an inkling or something, or the voice is going to sound like yours. Or you might notice different synchronicities. God works with numbers, numerology. Oh, that's real. Like angel numbers, that stuff is real. God communicates with us in many different ways. Through nature, through the seasons, through animals, through all of those different things. So a lot of times we're waiting on a sign from God, and God has already given us the sign. We're just so distracted with everything else going on around us that we miss what the sign is. So stop waiting on a sign because a lot of times you've already been given the sign and you're just missing out on whatever that sign is. So Use what you have. Use what God has given you. That is something that I've been dealing with a lot. You know, a lot of us are always looking for just that confirmation, and God is like, I already gave it to you, boo, and you missed it. So stop waiting on a big huge sign to come out of the sky. Stop waiting on, some big huge confirmation to just fall in your lap, and just know that God works mysteriously. And a lot of times you're waiting on confirmation, or you're waiting on God to move, and God is waiting on you to move. God is waiting on you to do with the things that he has given you great things, and you're missing out. So that is another reason you're not growing, is because you're waiting on God, and God is waiting on you. Y'all standing there in a face off, and you like, what's up, God, what you gonna do? And God like, what's up, what you gonna do? No, what you gonna do? No, God, what's up, what you gonna do? No, I told you to do this and you didn't do this. And God like, so what's up? And we like, oh man, dang, I missed it. How did I miss it? Man, oh, okay, I got you, God. You waiting on me. You gave me the gifts. You gave me the resources. You gave me the opportunities. And I've been sitting here playing around because I've been distracted, waiting on some booming sign that's not going to come, because the sign was small. The sign may have been a little sheet of paper. The sign may have been a little sticky note. The sign may have been something that you saw on your drive to work. So don't miss the signs, and don't get so caught up in waiting on confirmation that you're too scared to move, because sometimes you have to do it afraid. That's something else I've learned. You're not always going to be brave. You're not always going to be courageous. You're not always going to be strong. Sometimes you have to do it in the midst of weakness. Okay? And you got to know that God is with you. Okay. Another reason that you are not growing is you have been trained to have a mindset of lack. You have been trained to know, or to think, that you don't deserve these things, or that the things that you really, really want out of your life, or the things you really, really want in your heart, are not attainable. And that mindset of lack will have you feeling like, that's too big for me. I want this, but that's too much. I want this, but I don't think that I'm going to get it. Or I want this Rolls Royce, but I don't have the means to have it. We have to get out of that lack mindset. I'm broke. I can't do this because I'm broke. I can't do this because I don't have enough money. I can't do this because I don't have enough resources. I can't do this because I don't have enough this. I can't do this because, whatever the case may be, you have a lack mindset. You can have whatever it is that you want to have. You can acquire anything. The possibilities are endless. We are in a world full of infinite possibilities. We are in a world full of infinite miracles. We are in a world full of things that are accessible to us, but we don't go after them because we don't believe that we can have them, or we think that it's too big. This is the season that God is really pulling us out of the box. God is really telling us God is really telling us to think outside of the box. Think outside of the norm. Think outside of outside of what your small mind is trained to believe. God is saying, I'm bigger than that. You're bigger than that. You can have bigger than that, but you have to believe. You have to get out of the lack mindset. So instead of saying I'm broke, say, I'm in between financial exchanges right now, or the money is here. I'm just waiting on it to get to me right now. You have to think as if you already have it. And not only do you think as you already have it, you have to think like it's already, that it's already here, that it's already yours. You have to visualize it. You have to be able to feel it. You have to be able to taste it. You have to be able to see it. And even if what you're seeing visually in your spirit doesn't line up with what you have physically, you have to continue to believe that thing until it becomes real. We have the power to attract what we desire. So the things that you focus on are the things that multiply in your life. So if it's money, if it's wealth, if it's riches that you are trying to manifest in your life, then you need to stop focusing on what you don't have and start focusing on what you want to have. And that is your reality. I got a kid playing basketball in the back. Speak those things that aren't as though they are. Okay? So stop operating in lack. Start, money is energy. We have an infinite amount of resources, like I said. So again, that lack mindset that, oh, you can't have it, that costs too much, or that's too hard to do, or that, those things that they say you can't have, you have to know in your heart of hearts that you are worthy of having it, and that you have the power to attract it, that you have the power to speak life, that you have, and the Bible says that we have not because we ask not. So God wants us to ask him for things. God wants to help us. God wants to give us everything that we desire, everything that we deserve, but a lot of us are operating out of lack. So we're focusing on what we don't have. So the things that we're focusing on are the things that begin to multiply. So focus on the things that you wish to desire. So even if you don't have the things that you want right now, start living your life as though they're already there. Stop living in lack and start living in abundance. Okay? That's another reason you're not growing. And the last thing I wanted to say, let me see what y'all saying in here. Yes, change the negative thinking to positive, honey. Hey, Demetria. Yes. Be more observant of the signs. You have to be more observant of the signs. Absolutely. All right. The last thing. What's up, Court? Focus with emotions. Can't trick it. Got to be real. Yes, absolutely. The last reason that we are not, or you are not growing, because I'm growing, I refuse to speak of anything else, is because you don't want to. You're not growing because you don't want to. I know it's hard to believe. I know it's hard to accept, but a lot of times you don't realize that you are your own worst enemy. A lot of times you do not realize that you are the one that is standing in the way of you. You don't want to. A lot of times people don't want to grow because being in a stuck position or being in a victim position or having a victim mindset gets them the attention that they want. Can you please stop that? I'm doing a live video, please. Yes. Thank you. You don't want the help because being broken gets you the attention that you are craving. So you don't want it. And I know that's hard. I know that's hard for a lot of you to accept. I know it is. I know, but ooh, it's true. And I was told to mention it. God said, mention that. That's the last highlight. You're not growing because you don't want to. You don't want to put in the work. You don't want to give up the things that are holding you back. You don't want to let go of the relationships that you know are holding you back. You don't want to change your mindset. You don't want to get up a little bit earlier and do the work that you need to do to put into whatever it is you're trying to create or whatever it is you're trying to get out of, whatever it is. And being sympathized gets you the attention that you're craving. It's the wrong attention, boo-boo. Let me tell you that. First and foremost, you are not a victim. You are a victor. So stop operating as a victim. Okay? That attention that you're getting because you are in a situation of being stuck or in a situation where you feel that you can't grow and people are pouring into you and you're reaching out and saying, oh, my life is terrible. Oh, this is awful. Oh, I'm so tired of going through this. Oh, I don't know what to do. Blah, blah, blah. And then God sends somebody to help you, but you turn down the help, or you say, oh, that's too expensive, or oh no, I ain't listening to her because she said or whatever the case may be. When God brings somebody to help you and you choose to turn down the help, it's because you don't want the help. When you say, well, I would do this, God bless you, I would do this, but well, I can't do this because I can't, well, I want to lose weight, but I can't stop eating. I want to feel better, but I can't stop. I can't put down this bottle. I want to do this. I want to do that, but I can't. But I can't. And because are just things that's going to lead to an excuse. So if you have anything that you're saying, I want to do this, but, or I can't do this because, that's an excuse. And that just shows me that you don't want the help. You don't want to change. You don't want to grow. You are content being stuck in your situation. You are content being stuck in a position that you are in, and you do not want to grow. So stop acting like you want help. Stop acting like you want to grow. Stop acting like you want to get out of that situation you're in, because you don't. And stop getting on social media asking people to feel sorry for you because you don't want to do the work that you need to do for you to grow. Stop it. Stop lying. Y'all capping. Ain't that what the kids say? Y'all capping. Y'all don't want the help. Y'all want the attention. Let's be real. So those are the reasons that you are not growing. Some of the reasons. You don't believe in yourself. Good morning. Good morning, Eric. You are waiting on a sign from God, and God has already given you the sign, or God is waiting on you. You have been trained to have a mindset of lack, so you need to switch that into an abundant mindset that I am, I will, I am, I see, I do, I believe, and take out anything negative and stop speaking it over your life. Stop those spoken word curses over your life. Change your narrative. And the last thing is because you don't want to. You don't want to. Stop fronting, stop capping. You don't want the help because being broken gets you the attention that you want. Oh, but if you heal. Oh, but if you grow. Oh, but if you push past that, then you can experience the fullness of God and the fullness of the life that God has for you, so that you can activate those gifts that he has given you, so that you can go out into the world and give your gift to the world, because it's not for you to sit on. It is for you to share with others. Your gift ain't about you. Your story ain't even about you. Your test ain't even about you. None of this is about you. All of this that you're going through is all the things that you need to go through so that you can get the experience, the knowledge, the skills, the growth, the evolution that you need, so that you can go back out and give it to somebody else, so that we can keep passing this torch. The same things our ancestors did. Because eventually we're going to be somebody's ancestors. So what are you doing? What are you doing for your bloodline? What are you doing for your genealogy? What are you doing for your generation? What are you doing for the next generation? You can't stay where you are because you have a whole generation depending on you to grow. Stop capping. Do the work. Yes, it hurts. Yes, it's hard. Yes, 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 it don't feel good. No, it's not easy. But guess what? You're only living a portion of your life. You're not experiencing the fullness of life and everything that God has to offer us and everything that God has given us in this amazing, abundant universe. We're only living a portion of our life if we allow ourselves to stay stuck. If we don't allow the circumstances and the things that have happened to us to build us up and to give us the stamina that we need so that we can move forward and grow from it, so that we can heal from it, so that we can go ahead and walk in our purpose, you're not experiencing the fullness of life. You're playing yourself short. You're cheating yourself. You're not going to let nobody else cheat you. You're not going to go to Chick-fil-A and order a 12-piece nugget and only get 9. So why do you keep cheating yourself? That's it. That's all I got. Corey, yes, please share it. Let me see what these comments say. Focus with emotions can't trick. Yes. Please share the video. Please share. Please, please, please. I'm going to load this up so it will be on my page. But I'm just excited to be able to get some of these things that I have in my spirit out to you guys. And I plan to do more of that. If you want more videos like this, I am starting my Patreon page. I would love for you to be a part of my Patreon journey, my Patreon story, my Patreon family. I plan on doing a whole lot of amazing things in that page, in that community. And I want to get deep. I want to dig deep with some people, but I want it to be with some people that really, really want to do the work, that really want to grow, that really want to just have their own personal breakthrough, their own transformation, mind, body, and spirit. So I'll be posting a link for that. And hopefully you guys will join me on my Patreon. Hey. So that is where I'll be doing my videos and my inspirational things and all of that good stuff. I'll still be sprinkling some in through here, through Instagram and Facebook and all that. But if you really want all of that and you want the full deal and you really rock with Tia Mac, like you say you rock with Tia Mac, you're going to have to follow that Patreon, babe. Show me. Follow my Patreon so I know it's real. You heard me? Peace. love, and light. That is all I have for y'all today. I'm done. I'm out y'all business. I'm out y'all situation. Y'all enjoy y'all Friday. Before we go, I'm just going to send just some healing love and vibrations to each and every one of y'all. Speak life over yourself. Speak life over your situation. Know that you are a dope individual and can't nobody mess with you. As long as you know who you are, can't nobody shake you. Can't nobody do me like me. Can't nobody tell me about me. Remember that. Nobody can tell you about you if you know who you are. I hope you guys have a wonderful Friday. And I hope that this message reaches you in some way, shape, or form. If it touched you in any way, please share, because somebody else might need to hear it. You know, we don't want to be stingy with the blessings. We don't want to be stingy with God's words that he sends to people to give out. You know, I ain't no preacher. I ain't religious or none of that. But me and God like this, we super tight. So follow my story, follow my journey. I'm going to continue to share more, and I'm going to continue to put out these tips for y'all and help y'all heal. Peace.